Cancer, what's poppin', baby? It's your boy, I'm for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with your November 2021 tarot reading. I hope you guys are well, and if so, let me know down in the comments down below. As always, readings here are general, so if they resonate to you guys, that's awesome, and if not, it's not your message. And if you guys want to check out my official social medias, all the information is going to be linked down in the description below. So Cancer, getting on into it, before we hop into your tarot here, I want to dive on in to a little bit of Oracle. This Oracle I've had for years. This is called the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. It's not actually a tarot deck though, it is an Oracle deck, so for those of you that are interested, feel free to give it a check out. But with that all being said, let's dive into it. Most of my readings anyways, guys, are always intuitive, so I felt really called to pull some intuitive messages for you guys stepping into this month. I feel like November is going to be a very huge month for Cancer. I'm not sure why it's going to be such a huge month, but I keep hearing there's going to be a surprise. Okay, Cancer? There's going to be a surprise. So something big is coming that we're not realizing is already on its way. Alright, so I like that a lot. Really resonates with me. I'm excited to see what that is for myself. But let's get into it, okay? Messages for Cancer here, stepping into November 2021. Let's just start with a intuition-based Oracle read, okay? What do we got? We got here giving and receiving. We got here dedicated effort. Excuse me. We also got here lead. And we got here shine. So Cancer, what this is screaming to me so far, with giving and receiving and dedicated effort, I feel like with all the energy you've put into something, you're about to get a giant return stepping into November 2021. So this means the things you've worked hard for are about to pay off for you. So Cancer, if you've been working very hard on a business, you're about to see that business grow and prosper. If you've been working very hard on a relationship, you're gonna see that relationship grow and prosper. If you've worked hard on yourself, you're gonna start seeing results, okay? So I definitely feel here like all of the work you've been putting in, you're finally gonna start seeing it get paid off here, and it's really gonna make you shine, and you're gonna be happy that you took the lead. Okay? I think that you're actually happy with all the work you've put in because you're starting to see that outcome come in. Alright? So stepping into November, I feel like surprisingly, when you least expect it, you're getting that return on all the hard work you've been putting in certain areas of your life. So just throwing that out there, Cancer. If you've been working hard, whether you've been working hard on a relationship, working hard on yourself, working hard in your career, you're about to see that come back tenfold in November. But I keep picking up on you don't see it coming, because I do feel like there is a little bit of pessimism here kind of surrounding you not receiving what it is you've been working for. So Cancer, we did have Mercury retrograding, right? We had Mercury retrograde in Libra on October 18th. It finally went direct. So considering that Mercury is direct, everything that's kind of been stagnant for you should start moving. So the energies that have been stagnant should be moving forward for you, aka the things you've been waiting on, the return on your investments that you've been waiting for are going to start coming in for you, okay? Considering that there's no more blockage with Mercury now stationing, direct, all right? Let's go ahead and get two more Oracle cards here for Cancer. I want to dive a little deeper into the situation. Tell me about Cancer's pessimism. All right, we got here blossom, we got here share the love, we got here confront, and we got here change your focus. Yeah, big thing for you, Cancer. So, with blossom and share the love, I definitely feel like this is kind of saying you really need to focus more so on what goes right for you and what can go right for you, Cancer, versus what goes wrong for you or what's not going to work out. I think the universe here is essentially saying you need to change your focus more so onto getting things, or you need to change your focus, Cancer, onto seeing things happen the right way for you. Does that make sense? Because it's almost like your pessimism is like, oh man, all this hard work I've put in is going to go nowhere. It's going to get me nowhere. I feel like I'm going to put all my work in for nothing and lose everything I worked so hard to get. Cancer, stay out of that mentality. Make sure your perception here is really focused on the fact that you are going to receive all of the beautiful things you've worked hard to get. Everything that you have put work into is going to blossom. All the seeds that you've planted essentially are going to blossom here stepping into November. So I really feel like the universe is trying to say, do not get subjected to your pessimism. Make sure your focus is on what seeds you've planted, and that the fact is they're going to blossom, okay? So keep that in mind, Cancer. We also have confront. So I do feel here that you do need to confront within yourself why you sabotage yourself, Cancer. This is interesting because when you are in a pessimistic point of view, when you're basically saying, I guess nothing's good is coming my way, or nothing good is going to come from all this hard work I've put in. If that's been your perspective, Cancer, you need to confront and ask yourself why. Why have I been against myself? Why have I been engaging in self-deception? Why haven't I believed all my hard work is going to pay off? Why haven't I believed that the seeds I've planted were going to grow in the way that I've wanted them to grow? You have to confront yourself and basically ask, why don't you believe in yourself enough to make your dreams come true and to basically get that return on all the investments you've made? Because I feel like you're in this energy of lack, Cancer. It's like you've been waiting for a while. You have been putting a lot of work into something, you haven't seen it grow, and you were on the brink of giving up, saying, you know what, it's not going to work out for me, nothing is going to come my way, everything that I've worked hard for, I've worked on it for no reason. But stepping into November, you're about to see everything you worked incredibly hard on blossom for you. You're about to see all that energy come back to you tenfold. So I really feel here that things are going to start working in your favor in November. There was just a delay, Cancer. And I think that what made that delay even worse was that pessimistic attitude of all this hard work I put in was for nothing because nothing's coming my way. I haven't seen anything grow. I haven't seen anything blossom. And with that being said, I'm wasting my time. So Cancer, the moment you kind of snap out of that negative energy is like the moment where everything comes in for you. So in November, it's going to be a bit of a shock when you start seeing the return on all of your investments, when you start seeing everything come back to you tenfold, okay? So let's get on into this reading here. Let's start off with the current energies for Cancer throughout their November. What current energies are coming in here for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout their November 2021. We have here an Ace of Wands that flipped over, so we'll take it. We got an Ace of Wands, we got an Eight of Wands, and we got here the Five of Wands. So, the Ace of Wands showing up first, right? This is about having a vision. Seeing your future and seeing what it is you'd want for yourself and what you want your future to be. So Cancer, for a while now, I don't know why the camera got so dark, but for a while now, Cancer, you have had a vision of what you want your future to be. And you've been working towards that vision. Eight of Wands, you've been making moves. You've been doing everything you can to have that vision grow, to have everything you want in your future work out for you. But you've also built a lot of resistance here. So your current energies here are basically showing in the month of November, you are working very hard to create the future you want for yourself, but you're also resisting allowing it to come in and manifest due to the doubt that you have within yourself of bringing what you want into fruition. So for example, Cancer, let's say you've been working on a business, you haven't been experiencing much growth and you want growth. Well, the more you keep saying to yourself, I'm not going to grow, this business is failing, this business isn't going to work out for me, the more you're going to see failure there because you're not giving yourself that openness to receive growth. You're basically telling the universe, it's not going to grow, it's not going to flourish, so universe, don't send me any blessings over here. So make sure you're not fucking yourself, Cancer. Don't put yourself in positions to where you are pushing away success from coming in. And what I mean by that is don't curse yourself. The things you say to yourself, guys, are a lot more stronger than you think. For example, if you say you're a failure, you're bringing that energy and you're cursing that onto you. If you say that your business is not growing or succeeding, you're cursing that onto you. So anytime you speak of what it is you desire, speak of it, even if it hasn't happened yet, speak of it in the highest of all good. So for example, let's say your business hasn't been growing, but you wanted to grow. Speak into existence that your business is flourishing, that your business has more customers than you've ever expected, that your business is bringing in so much money, even so much more money than you even made at your old job. Start putting positive affirmations every time you think about what it is you want, because if you think about what you want and you only imagine or you only talk about the fact that it's not growing the way you want it to, how could that seed grow if you're essentially cursing yourself and saying, I don't want success? Because that's what you're essentially telling the universe. If you're saying, man, you know what, my business isn't growing, I'm a failure, it's not going to work out for me, you're basically telling the universe, hey, universe, don't water this seed over here. Don't give me success. Don't help me grow. Okay? So do not let yourself curse yourself. Okay, Cancer? Alright, moving forward over here. Let's take a look at this Five of Wands. Why is Cancer creating so much resistance anyways? What has gotten Cancer in a little bit of this pessimistic place where they kind of stop believing in what it is they've been working towards. We got here the King of Swords, and we got here the Seven of Wands. To be quite frank, Cancer, it could be possibly other people in your life who've gotten to you. Maybe this is the opinions that have come from your peers or the opinions that have come from your family. You know, you may come from a family who is not necessarily very supportive of what you're currently going after, or maybe you're dealing with a person who has reservations about what it is you're going after, but at the end of the day, it seems to me like somebody's opinions have kind of swayed your judgment here, okay? It definitely made you feel very defensive, but then it also made you feel that if somebody else isn't supporting me, how could I support myself? Cancer, the thing about us sometimes, guys, is that we rely a lot on, it's not even that we rely, but I feel like we take into consideration too much about what other people's opinions are rather than the opinions of ourselves. I know that that was something I did a lot personally, being a Cancer sun. I used to take opinions of other people so seriously instead of my own opinions. You know, I remember when I started my YouTube channel and I wanted this business to grow, I purposely told nobody about it. I didn't tell any of my friends, I didn't tell any of my family until everybody kind of just figured out about it as I continue to grow. And the reasoning behind that is because I knew that if I was to tell my family or to tell my friends and they had certain reservations about it, they would say something, and whatever it is they would say, it would sway my judgment, and then for some reason I would take their opinion over mine, and it would make me feel some type of way. It wouldn't make me want to grow or progress. I would say, maybe they're right. Maybe what I'm doing right now is not practical. Maybe YouTube is not a way to make a living. You know, maybe I'm not going to grow and succeed. I would take their unintentional negativity and basically, you know, allow that opinion to be higher than the opinion of myself. So Cancer, I think it's very important, guys, to remember that your opinion is the most valid opinion in your entire world. Don't let other people talk you out. Even if they have good intentions, don't let other people talk you out of whatever it is you want in your life. So Cancer, whether right now you're trying to grow a business, you're trying to work on yourself, you're trying to work on a relationship, sure, other people may be opinionated, other people may have something to say about it, but it doesn't mean that they're right, okay? So remind yourself of that. Don't let anybody basically sway your decisions or make you feel some type of way about what it is you're going after, because the moment you do that, you're no longer running the show, you're no longer creating what you want, you're letting other people basically take away what you're trying to make. All right, Cancer, so keep that in mind. Moving forward, let's take a look here and see what's coming in for Cancer throughout November. What's coming in for Cancer here? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout their November 2021. We got here the Knight of Wands, we got here the Six of Pentacles, and we got here the Six of Swords, followed up with the Ace of Swords. I like that. So what's coming in here for you, Cancer, is that you're starting to see things grow, as I talked about. There are no more delays, Cancer. Remember, with Mercury being in retrograde, that was a time for a lot of delay, but considering that Mercury is out of retrograde now, everything is going to go forward. Everything that you've been working on is starting to come back to you. So this is when you're getting your exchange. For example, if you've been working really hard on yourself, you're going to start seeing results. You've been working very hard in a business, you're going to start seeing results. Same thing with a relationship. So Cancer, you're starting to see the results, the fruits of your labor coming in here in November. And once you start seeing that, you're like, whoa, okay, this is good. It feels good. I didn't necessarily expect to start to see the fruits of my labor. Actually, considering I've been so doubtful lately, I'm actually quite shocked that things are starting to work out for me. So Cancer, even though you were putting yourself down, even though you were basically, you know, kind of in a pessimistic place, feeling like nothing you were doing was going to work out for you, all of a sudden, things are working out for you in November. It's because you're getting back that exchange of all the hard work you've put in. So I like that a lot for you. Why do we have here the Ace of Swords? I want to go ahead and look at that real quick. Why is the Ace of Swords showing up for Cancer? And that's because we have here the Wheel of Fortune. Exactly. The energy that you put into the world is the energy that's going to come back to you. So Cancer, the blessings that you have wanted to receive are going to come in here in November. But I want to mention something as well. At the end of the day, no matter how much work you put into certain situations, you're always going to get back what you deserve. Whether you are in a negative point of view or a positive point of view, you'll always get back what it is you deserve. But if you're in a pessimistic place, it's often very hard to see the blessings in front of you. So I think that's why it's important to be very optimistic and to be very positive in November. Because if you're not, if you feel like a failure, if you feel like everything you've worked for is not coming back to you, you're not going to see the blessings coming in. So keep that in mind, Cancer, because all these blessings here, all the exchange of energy that's coming back towards you in November, it's going to happen for you. But if you're in a bad mind space, or if you're not paying attention to it because you feel like nothing is successful and nothing's going your way, you're going to completely ignore it. You're going to completely miss it. All right? So Cancer, your mindset this month is going to be incredibly important because you're going to start seeing the return on the fruits of your labor, but you have to be willing to see it. You know, if you're stuck in that negative mindset, you may see the blessing in front of you and then say, it's not a blessing. It's not what I was looking for. So keep that in mind. You got to keep your eyes wide open, okay? All right, guys. Are there any sort of important or dire messages that Cancer needs to hear setting foot into the month of November? Are there any dire or important messages that Cancer needs to hear setting foot into the month of November? Let's have a look here, Cancer. We got here the King of Wands, we got here the Four of Cups, and we got here the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, kind of essentially what I just said. Cancer, don't ignore your abundance. It's going to come to you guys this month. It's going to be right in front of your face. So your mindset is going to be everything, guys. Okay? So that was basically a reiteration of exactly what I just said. If you are not in a place to see the abundance in front of you, you're going to let it pass you by. So the return is coming, Cancer. All the hard work you've put in, it's being paid off. The fruits of your labors are coming back to you. But if you're not in a position to where you're able to see it, then you're going to let it pass you by. So make sure you're in that mindset, Cancer, where you're not putting yourself down, you're not calling yourself a failure. Make sure you're placing positive affirmations on what you're trying to see grow, and make sure you're keeping your eyes wide open so you can see the returns coming in for you here, okay? Your mindset's going to play a very important role in this month. All right, guys, let's go ahead and start moving forward. I want to see what's going to be going on here for Cancer moving towards the end of November. What's going to be going on here for Cancer moving throughout the end of their November. And what do we got? We got here the Five of Pentacles, we got here the Eight of Pentacles, we got here the High Priestess, and we got here the Nine of Wands. I like this because you're moving from the Five of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles, okay? Meaning that you're finally starting to see your hard work being paid off. The Eight of Pentacles minus the Five of Pentacles creates the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles talks about working very hard in a situation, working to make something happen. So essentially, Cancer, you're seeing your hard work being paid off, okay? No longer are you feeling in lack, no longer are you feeling that nothing's working in your favor. You're seeing your hard work being paid off and everything coming into fruition, and I think that's all because you're tapping into a more positive perspective rather than being in a negative perspective, okay? With the Nine of Wands at play here, I feel like this is you guys shutting down that pessimistic part of yourself and resonating more with the high vibrational part of yourself stepping into the end of November. So at the end of November, you're going to start seeing your blessings, guys, because I think you are going to take that advice of you need to be in the right mind state this month to really see all your blessings coming in. And once that happens, guys, it's also going to help you gain more and attract more, because here's the thing. When you're in a negative perception, for example, let's go back to the business thing. If you feel like you've been putting a lot of work into your business and you genuinely believe it's not growing, your business may very well likely be growing, but because you believe it doesn't, you're going to miss all the growth in front of you. So it's very, very important in November to be positive about what you're trying to grow and expand on, and to place positive affirmations on what it is you're trying to grow and expand. Because the more positive you are and the more positive energy you're giving towards what you want to see grow, the more you'll actually see the growth right in front of you. Because if you're in a negative point of view, you're not going to see what actually is growth as growth. You're going to see it as something completely different because your negativity is pushing it away. All right? So keep that in mind as well. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump to the outcome here for Cancer. What's going to be the overall outcome for Cancer throughout November 2021? We had a Four of Pentacles in reverse fallout, but I'm going to go ahead and grab you guys one more card. So we have here the Four of Pentacles reversed, we have here the World card, and we have here the Judgment card. Lovely. So Cancer, taking a look at your outcome for the end of November, what you're going to be letting go of here is you're going to be letting go of that feeling that everything you've worked so hard for is not coming to pass. You're now realizing, holy shit, everything I did work hard for finally came to pass. Everything came back into me. That's what she said. That's not the way I wanted to say it. Everything came back to me. Everything came back into me. Oh yeah. But everything came back for you guys tenfold. And with the Judgment card here all the way to the World card, you really are enjoying this brand new cycle. Not only a brand new cycle of seeing growth and you know, returns on everything you've invested into, but I think you're happy because there's growth here, but now you feel good about this growth, and now you're excited for more growth to come. It's like you're not putting yourself down anymore. You're not believing you're a failure. You're not believing that you can't do something anymore. You're believing in yourself again, and you're believing in whatever it is you're working on. So you're planting even more seeds now, Cancer, but you're growing them even quicker with more positive energy rather than stunting the growth with a negative perception, you know? The more negative your mindset is, the more you stunt your growth. The more positive your mindset is, the more optimistic your mindset is, the more you actually rapidly grow in what it is you want to succeed in. So Cancer, this is beautiful, guys, okay? Changing your perception here is going to be a game changer in November, guys, all right? Nonetheless, there will be growth here for you. You are going to see a return on your investments. Everything you've worked hard on is going to come back to you guys, but the more positive your mindset is, the more growth you're going to see and the more growth you're going to receive. So just keep that in mind, all right? Definitely keep on feeding what you want to grow with nothing but positive things to say, with nothing but beautiful intentions, and stay away from, you know, hexing yourself and cursing yourself by saying things like, I'm a failure, this isn't working out, or maybe I'm just not enough. Stay away from all that bullshit. Stay away from the negative shit, Cancer, because that's only going to stunt your growth. The more beautiful energy you feed into what you want to see grow, that will succeed, okay? So Cancer, with that all being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, man. Really, really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed today's message. I really liked it here for November. Like I said, it's going to be a bit of a shock. I felt like you guys were going to be surprised in the beginning of the video, and to be quite honest, I think it was a bit of a surprise here that you're now seeing the return on all of the energy you've invested in, and I'm really happy for you, okay? So Cancer, enjoy today's video, man. Thank you for tuning in. If it resonates, let me know down in the comments down below. I feel like in certain parts of this video, if anything's confused you, because sometimes I feel like I could be hard to communicate, or sometimes it feels hard to communicate. Even though Mercury is stationed direct, it's still in pre-shadow, or the after-shadow period, so whenever Mercury is in any kind of retrograde, it's usually hard for me to communicate. So if you guys need me to clarify anything, or if you need me to answer any questions, feel free to leave a comment below, and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. But Cancer, I love y'all. Enjoy the rest of your November, and I will catch you all in the next video. All right, Cancer? Peace.